as we welcome in the head coach, Brent Vernon. Coach, nice win here tonight. You'll be back at it quickly, but your thoughts on this win over Weber here this evening?
Well, it's a nice bounce-back win for sure after a rough week last week of playing good competitive basketball and just coming up short. I thought for a half today we were incredibly good. I mean, maybe as good in tune, defense, offense, sharing the ball as we've been all year. Second half, I heard Benji say it, we got a little sloppy. And as a coach, it's hard to accept that. And it's also hard whenever you have a lead like we have to be able to stay focused, but I also think the best teams do it. So I wish we had finished and closed the game a little bit better, but there are a lot of positives to take away from this.
You were pretty good minutes-wise tonight. You didn't get anybody over 30. I know it's kind of a treacherous stretch for you guys over the next week or so, and you hate to look ahead too early, but every minute here or there and the legs, so you're able to rest some guys, but you still had gentlemen getting stuff done. Peyton Broughton had 19, Darius Harding a double-double. Still trying to figure this whole thing out. You had one guy play tonight from last year's team in Sam Whining, so this is still very much a work in progress.
It is, and we talked to our guys the other day after going back and watching the film last week. The last 3 and 4 minutes we didn't finish incredibly well, and I think a lot of that had to do, when I go back and look, where we had some guys playing a little more minutes than I would like this early in the year maybe. I thought we got a little fatigued. Our plan was to only play Darius Harding about 18 or 20, then foul trouble kicks in and he's in 27 minutes. So we talked to our guys this week in practice about, you may not like it, be ready for more subs, quicker subs. I do think our depth is something that can really help us this year, and we have to use that better. And I didn't do a great job in that last week, and I didn't know if the second half it would be as much going into the game. Obviously, once we got the lead, we thought so. But our main goal was to use as many numbers as we could, and, a little shorthanded tonight. So I thought a lot of guys played some really great minutes for us.
The percentages kind of dictated it tonight, but this was a team in Weber that rebounds the basketball pretty well, averaging over 40 per ball game. That was an area I know that you guys were certainly tuned in to, and making sure that wasn't something that hurt you tonight. You had two guys grab double-figure rebounds, Darius Harding and Jarius Key, and you guys did a pretty good job overall in the rebounding battle. You won 40-39.
Yeah, especially the first half. Second half we gave up 8 offensive, which is not what we need to do. And it's the reason that even though their overall game percentage is 35, it's the reason it's 35. It would have been 30 or less if we had just done a little bit better on that. But again, we've talked about some things, and Jarius Key in junior college was a high-profile rebounder, 8 to 10 about every game. He'd have some 14, 15, and you've seen this early on in the year. He can really go get it. This is the first game we had an idea that Darius Harding could get some. This is the first game where he just, a couple of those was like, get out of the way, it's mine. Yeah. And he is a very, very good athlete, and we expect that from him. And if he can go out, I'm not saying get 10 every game, but 6, 7, 8 with the numbers we have. You got Jace getting some, P getting some. Whenever we can do that, it just makes our team that much more better.
It's a role that will transition over the next few years, and Javon Smith, he will handle the ball more and more as his career moves along. But right now, as a spot-up shooter, he has proven that he gives you guys a weapon, a useful weapon from a guy that is a freshman and learning things here at the college level on the fly.
Yeah, young man can be special. Last week, he didn't get much of an opportunity. He got one early in Pikeville, and it was sort of a deer in the headlight. And I expect that sometimes from freshmen. But he works too hard. He does too much right to not get thrown out in there and get opportunities. I think you could see some things tonight offensively, makes shots, handles the ball, understands how to play. But I'm telling you, that young man can guard the basketball. He's quick, he's solid, he holds his ground, he rebounds. He does a lot of really, really, really good things, and we are super excited that he is here, and we expect a lot of big nights from him over the next 4 years.
Quick turnaround. You got IU Southeast tomorrow. The good news is, mentally speaking, your preparation and stuff, maybe not as much as it would have been when you were down in Williamsburg, and your guys have seen them and all of that type of thing, but still physically, you've got a quick turnaround, a few hours to recuperate, and back at it tomorrow.
Yeah, a real quick turnaround, and, being able to sub a lot helped us, but they had subbed a lot as well. They struggled tonight. They're a better team than what they showed tonight. Going back and watching film, it's always funny sometimes, Matt. We talk after games, And you know, sometimes I say things, I go back and watch film, and I remember talking to you after IU Southeast. I was mentioning that, you know, we just did enough to get through. And then I'm sitting there watching a little bit of IU Southeast late last night, and we competed our tails off. You know, sometimes it's that old adage, you know, film doesn't lie.
Yeah.
And I didn't give our guys enough credit. I was thrilled with the win, but thought we had more. And then I go back and watch, and we did a nice job. We got to do better. Our nice job came from guys like Keaston Brown, Javon Smith, Sam Whiting coming off the bench against IU Southeast, and they really set that tone. We've got to come out from the jump and try to do the same thing and continue to get better defensively. 35% today holding them was very good, and that's stuff that we have to continue to strive for and work on.
Congratulations on
Thanks,
this one,
Matt.
buddy. We'll do
Appreciate
it tomorrow.
Thanks.
The Tigers knock off Weber International here tonight in the Powell Athletic Center, 79-60 the final score.